I am standing here with Coach Tom Bohrer, who was recently inducted to the National Rowing Hall of Fame. First, can you just give me your thoughts on the honor?
Um, I felt obviously I felt very good about it. It's nice to be recognized for past accomplishments, and also to be, there's a high level group of people that are in the Hall of Fame, and just to be alongside them it feels good to do so.
And did you ever imagine, what was going through your mind when you first started rowing? Did you imagine the amount of success that you achieved, or what was that process like when you first started?
Um, I just, I never imagined that I get as far as I did. Obviously, I've been fortunate enough to compete in two Olympics, but it was, it all kind of came by fast. I felt like I was kind of searching for a sport to be a part of. I found rowing. I don't know if I was good at it right away or I just loved the sport so much that I became dedicated to it. But I slowly had success doing it. I had good coaches and good mentors along the way that kind of pointed me in the right direction, and I feel very fortunate for that. I just feel like a lot of people might just kind of wallow in a sport, even if they have talent and not sure which way to go. But I was very fortunate to have good coaches in college, at the club level, and certainly at the Olympic level to kind of get me to where I was or where I've been.
And it's obviously just mentioned the Olympics. Would you call that like your most memorable moment as competing?
Yeah, I think in rowing, it's an amateur sport. If you say that you row on the world championship team, people, they'll be interested. But once you say you're on the Olympics, it kind of creates a lot of, everyone knows about the Olympics, and if so I think certainly from our achievement of rowing, getting to that high level, it's as high as you're going to go in amateur sport.
And when you stopped competing at the amateur level, did you know that you'd eventually become a coach? What was that transition like?
Yeah, I didn't really know I'd be a coach. I got out of it, and then I started doing a little coaching on the side. I knew at some form I wanted to be involved with the sport, and so I started coaching, at a club level a few times a week, and then with juniors, and then I realized that it was like a new experience. It was like learning how to row again. I think like coaching is totally different than competing. As an athlete, you kind of know what to do, but to really, as a coach, to kind of translate that message and what you're trying to bring across is, it takes time to develop, and I feel like even every day I coach here, I learn something from the kids that I'm working with. So it's an ongoing process.
And obviously, you do have a few kids who have competed at the world championship level, whether underage or at the national or the world
Right.
championship stage. What's this team like this season, obviously, in your second year?
Well, it's every year. Last year was kind of like a learning period. Just getting confidence. Giving the guys confidence that we can compete at a high level. This year the dynamic is a little bit different. I think the expectations are certainly higher, and with those expectations a little bit higher, I think the guys are, it's, with expectation comes pressure, and with that pressure, the guys have to learn how to handle that on a daily, process, so that we can execute in practice and in races. So that pressure doesn't detract from your progress. I think last year the guys, felt like they didn't have any pressure. They were coming down from a lower level to try to make it up higher. It's kind of easy to do that. I think once you achieve a certain level, the focus is on how to stay there, and how do you get faster. So I think that's what we're dealing with this year, and it's going well. But like anything, we have to work at it every day. Nothing's easy.
And then, as a head coach, what do you try to bring from your own past experiences? Obviously, like you said earlier, you had some great mentors. what do you hope to take from your past experiences and pass along to the current guys?
I mean, I think with the guys, I just tell them, listen, I've been fortunate enough to see rowing at every level, from junior to master to Olympic level, and I just feel like I just try to tell them to trust me, and I don't have all the answers all the time, but I just feel like I can dwell on a lot of experiences, race experiences, training experiences. I can probably relate to every guy that I'm coaching at some level, and and I think when I first came on board, they looked at someone that had all this kind of international rowing experience, and they were kind of like, how's this going to help me? And I just feel like it's just something that we have to work on each day, and kind of, I feel like I have a lot of information, but how you kind of, each guy, understands and takes that, digests that information at a different level or a different way of saying it, and that's the challenge that we go through each day. And
then finally, I mean, your final thoughts on being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Where does that rank in your memories, I guess?
Yeah, I think it's pretty high up there. I think that like I said, I think when I got into rowing, it kind of developed my life. I feel like it certainly gave me friends. With a lot of people, it gave me success at an athletic level. I coach rowing now. I married my wife, who was a rower. It's just I feel like rowing has given me a lot of good things in my life, and I feel like just it's kind of fitting now that I'm in the Hall of Fame, and I just feel lucky. I just feel lucky to be around a good sport, around good people, and be able to teach that to a good group of kids.
All right. Well, thanks and congratulations again.
Thank you.